So I'm going to try to show you how I'm doing the darts, and in this particular video, actually, how I flare the pattern, how I flare my garment. So it's not a straight piece. I need some space for my hips. I find it that I like a lot better when the piece is flared in my particular situation. So I will show you how, I hope it will be visible and explanatory here, but I just finished, this is the side panel of the back of my pattern. I can show you. This is the piece that was pinned to the board and as long as the motifs also, but it was straight on the board. It was just like that. And I finished it, unpinned it, and rotated. I rotated only this quarter of the pattern. I left this portion pinned to the board. It was pinned but didn't have the motifs. And this piece, this edge, was right there. So it was right there. This edge was about right there. And I had the motifs and I did the backing. And when I was done with this piece, I unpinned it and rotated. It kind of bunched this area, but we don't care because this is done. So we have this pretty much completed. I made it a little longer, but ignore that, doesn't matter. You can make it as long or as short as you want. You can actually make it a lot longer than the front. In the back, if you want, it will be even nicer. I don't really want to do it in this piece, but you can do it. So, but it made this piece pretty much complete, so I unpinned it and I can look at it. And I kind of like it. I don't know if you can see it. I have 2 shades of red, which will actually, I hope, will look nice. I did it deliberately. It's not by accident. And since I am able to finally put my Irish lace on the right side for you to see, I want to talk about these pieces. They usually are very 3D, sticking out. And I was telling you about them when we were doing the netting, or at least I think I did. And I was telling you to grab the very back of the motif. Not the center, not the top, but the very back of the motif. And I will show you what I'm talking about. And it raises the backing because let's say this piece right here is flat, almost flat, not quite. And this one is sticking up, protruding from the backing. So you really need to go from here to the back of this piece to give this effect of protruding from your garment. So that's pretty much it about that. So basically, just to go back to the flare situation here. So my half of my back will be from this point to this point. And then I will do this half the same exact way. Basically, when I'm done with this quarter of my pattern, I will finish my backing, unpin it, and rotate it. And then I will connect the piece of, I don't have it right now, but I will probably use this piece where I have an extra piece in my hobby room. So I will connect the piece of pattern, and I will rotate this and this. Now it will be connected, those two pieces. I will rotate the whole thing to go on a straight line here, and I will be doing this piece and then the side. So anyway, it will be actually very flared piece of garment, but that's what I want. I don't want it to go straight, and I want to see how the Irish lace is going to look, because this is more delicate than the piece that I did previously. I think it will look nice. If you are doing a garment with a very thick yarn, I don't think you want to do the flared piece, because that probably not going to look very nice. I don't know, unless it's long, maybe. But I'm worried that with a thick yarn, and especially if the motifs are connected one to another rather more frequently and almost next to each other, which again I'm trying to avoid in this piece of garment. You see how much netting it is there. So it kind of looks nice. I'm so far, I'm happy with it. I will report, of course, how the flareness works on Irish lace. This is the first piece I'm trying to flare so much, so we will see. I can't guarantee, but I think it will be fine. It's not too stiff. It's actually pretty flexible, so it's almost like fabric, and therefore I think it will look nice, but we'll see. Thank you.